Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I'm back with another video, and for today I am going to be doing a traveling with type 1 diabetes video for you guys. I got back from spring break on Saturday. Well, I had to think about that. And I thought that it would be a really good idea to give you guys my tips and advice on traveling with type 1 diabetes and also show you guys what I pack with me for my type 1 diabetes. Because traveling and flying specifically with type 1 diabetes can be a little more stressful and a little bit of a pain in the behind if you've never done it before. So I am here to give you all of my wise words of wisdom and all of my advice for traveling. If you are interested in seeing this video, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off by giving you guys my tips. The very first tip I would say is wear clothes that makes it easy to access your insulin pump or anything like that, which sounds kind of silly, but when I fly I wear leggings and like a t-shirt and a big hoodie, just because it's easy and it's comfortable, and if I need to show them my insulin pump or anything like that, then it's easy to. Most of the time they won't ask you to show you their insulin, to show them your insulin pump, but I just like to be comfortable when I fly too. So that's part of the reason I do that. My second tip would be to, as soon as you get to the security, so I don't know how many of you guys have flown, but you have to put your carry-on bags through an x-ray machine, and then you're supposed to walk through like this big machine so that you get x-rayed. I've been told by my doctor not to walk through the machine with any medical equipment, so I don't do that. Your doctor may have told you something else. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't walk through the machines just for personal reasons. Like, obviously I don't want to break my pump that cost a lot of money. So what I do is, as soon as I get to the little conveyor belt where I'm supposed to put my backpack with my computer and all that stuff in it, I get the TSA person and I'm like, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I can't walk through the machine because I have an insulin pump and a Dexcom. And then they will call for someone and they will say, I have a female opt-out. Which basically means that you're choosing not to walk through the x-ray machine or the scanner. I don't know what it's called exactly, but that basically means that you don't walk through the scanner. Once you're done with that, they'll tell you to gather all your things after you tell them that you are an opt-out. You will gather all of your things and you will wait there until someone comes to give you a pat down. So once the person comes and finds you, they're like, are you the female opt-out? You say yes. They walk with you to an area. Now you can choose to do a private screening or just do it out in the open. I do it out in the open just because I really don't care anymore. I've flown a lot in the last 4 or 5 years, so I'm just like, I don't care. Just give me the pat down. Let me continue on with my day, because I know you want to continue on with yours. So what they'll do is they'll stand you at a table and they'll explain everything they're going to do. And then they will ask where your sites are. So my Dexcom is in my arm right now, so I would say I have one in my arm, and then I have one in my leg, and then my insulin pump is here. So I show them my insulin pump so that they know. Most of the time they want to avoid all of these areas just because they don't want to knock anything off or break anything. So once you tell them that, they begin the pat down. They explain what they're doing as they give you a pat down. Then what they make me do once I'm done with the pat down is they ask me to take my insulin pump and rub it all over my hands, just like this. And then they take a little cloth, I'm not exactly sure what it is, and they rub a cloth over your hands and they rub a cloth over their gloves. And I think that they're just scanning that to make sure there's no gunpowder or anything like that on you, and they'll put that in a machine, and then once that is read as an okay, there's nothing on your hands, they will send you on your way. And okay, so now I'm going to show you guys everything that I take with me for type 1 diabetes. This makeup bag right here has just kind of become my diabetes travel bag because it has lots of awesome pockets. It's super cute. I love this bag for all of my diabetes needs. It literally holds so much. It fits everything. It's just amazing. So you open this bag up, and before I start, let me just explain that I overpack for everything. Diabetes wise, I take twice as much as I need, because when you're gone somewhere, it's really difficult to get pump sites or insulin or transfer prescriptions and all that stuff, and especially considering I was flying internationally, it just made it easier to pack everything in my bag, overpack. I also did give my boyfriend a big Ziploc baggie with some of my supplies in it, which I will show you guys after I show you what is in this bag. I tend to do that with every person I travel with, just in case I lose my luggage or the airline loses my luggage. With this bag in it, I have enough supplies to get me through the trip. So you open this bag up and it's kind of organized as best as it can be. So it has 2 elastic mesh pockets here, and then on either side down here there are little elastic pockets. So starting with these 2 pockets, in one of them I just have some tubings because I had to change my site a couple days early, a couple of times while I was down there, and I just saved these in case I needed them. So I just have a couple of those in there. And then I have this ointment. It's basically like a prescription strength Neosporin that I use on all my sites when I change them. And then to go along with that, I have a variety of Band-Aids. And then I have a little baggie with some lancets. Not that I ever change my lancets, but I like to travel with them just in case. So I put them in this little bag in case I needed them. And then the last thing I have in there is the little plug-in for your sites when you are swimming or showering. Okay, so moving into the main pockets. Actually, I'm going to show you what's on the little elastic pockets. I'm going to try to show you guys the best I can. There you go. Do you guys see this little elastic pocket right here? There's one on either side. So in one side, I just keep my alcohol wipes. Again, I bring a lot more than I need, so I just have a bunch of those. And then in the other side, I have a bunch of skin tack wipes that I use for my Dexcoms. Really like these. You can order them on Amazon. I will have them linked in the description below. Thank you to everybody that did suggest getting these for the Dexcom. They really help, so thank you all for that. Then in the back, I have a bunch of these IV 3000 IV packs that look like this. Again, I got these on Amazon. I will have them linked in the description below. Definitely work. Again, I got these off of Amazon. I got a pack of 100, I think, for like $30 or $40. And they last forever, so I will have these linked in the description as well. I have a Dexcom site change. I only have one of these in here because this is my last site change. We really need to reorder them. But yes, this is just the Dexcom site change. The next thing is this Ziploc baggie in here. I put all of my cartridges in here just because the T-Slim cartridges come in 3 different pieces. So it's easier to keep them together like this. So I have the actual cartridge, syringe, and I have the syringe needle. It comes in 3 separate pieces, so I just put those in a baggie so that all the pieces are together. The next thing I have in here is a Glucagon Kit. I've never had to use one of these, knock on wood, but that is what they look like. Most diabetics know what they are or should know what they are, so I just have one of those with me just in case. I do have an insulin pen and some Lantus, I almost said Lancets, some Lantus in here. I did end up having to use this insulin pen a couple times. This is a sample one my doctor gave me. It's got like 100 units in it. So I brought one of those just in case my pump malfunctioned. And then I also brought 2 pens of Lantus. Speaking of pen needles, I brought a baggie of pen needles. Again, because I brought some pens with me in case I needed to use them. I brought those in there. I have my insulin in a medicine bottle. Now all of like my information is on here, but I put it in a medicine bottle so it doesn't break, and it fits super well in a medicine bottle. So I'm on Novolog in case you didn't know, but it just fits super well down in the medicine bottle, and then it is more secure than it being in a box. Then I have a big baggie of syringes, just like normal syringes. Again, in case my pump malfunctions, I can use a vial of insulin to give myself injections. I am over prepared for everything I do, so this is just excessive, I know, but I definitely recommend being over prepared instead of under prepared when it comes to having type 1 diabetes. And then I have a bunch of insets in here. I think I brought a total of 12 site changes on my trip, just so I had enough, but that's just me. I was gone for 7 days. I had to change my site like 4 or 5 times while I was there because they kept coming out. So I definitely recommend being over prepared instead of under prepared Okay, so then what I keep in the bag that I take in my carry-on and that I give with the people that I'm traveling with is a baggie that just contains all of this fun stuff. So it's basically the same stuff that I put in like this bag, but just a smaller condensed version. So I'm gonna go through this really quickly, and yeah. I definitely do recommend doing this just in case something were to happen. But that's just me. I'm over prepared, as I've mentioned a bunch in this video. So the first thing, my hair is just like all over the place. I apologize. The first thing again is a couple of site changes. Again, whoever I'm traveling with will have a bag like this as well. So I just have 2 site changes in here. And then I have a Dexcom site change as well, just in case I need to change my Dexcom. And then I have some more of these IV 3000 patches, self-explanatory. I have a cartridge in here, so I have the cartridge and then the syringe and the needle to go with the syringe. And then I have some alcohol wipes and a couple of skin tack wipes in there as well. And then I would probably also have a vial of insulin and some test strips in here. For spring break, I took a bag like this and then I put a bag like this in my boyfriend's backpack so that if I lost my luggage or the airline lost my luggage, I had enough supplies with me to get me through the trip, which I think is super important as a type 1 diabetic. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I love each and every one of you so much. This week's post notification shout out goes to this lovely person. Thank you for all the love and support. It means the absolute world to me. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. They're always linked in the description below and at the end of the video. You can watch my previous couple of videos by clicking the I right up here. I will see you guys next week. I love y'all so much. Bye.